Now the latest on America's longest war. Today, multiple political leaders called for a review of the chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan and those we left behind. Hear from Colorado's delegation on that at 6:30 tonight. Right now, many are also worried about the mental health of our own troops. CBS 4's Sean Chitnis joins us live to talk more about this. And Sean, all the videos and news from Afghanistan can be triggering for some of our war heroes.
Well, Karen, we know mental health was already such a challenge for this community. Then you take into consideration the fact that the VA says millions of appointments have been backlogged during the pandemic, and many of those were going to be for mental health. And now, with the end of the war in Afghanistan, the withdrawal beginning, there is a new concern about the impact that will have of veterans from that war.
I feel very troubled. I'm worried about my fellow brothers and sisters who served over there.
Brandon Young was a U.S. Army Ranger who served 4 combat rotations in Afghanistan.
It's important that we as Americans are able to kind of share that story, share the stories of what was it like out there.
He calls Colorado home and works with Mission Roll Call to help the voices of veterans be heard.
That's a big sacrifice for 20 years at war from a very small population, and they need help coming back from Afghanistan.
Daryl Owens is part of the nonprofit that launched Mission Roll Call, where suicide prevention is one of their top priorities.
It's more important than ever that we make sure they get taken care of when they come back.
Suicide among veterans is rising. According to Mission Roll Call, the problem has only gotten worse during this war. Stigma around suicide is one concern, but also the training that teaches members of the military to never let the team down.
It's very hard and unrealistic to think that when you take off the uniform, you just immediately take that off and you're no longer in that mindset.
Young says he wanted to hide his mental health concerns after leaving the Army, but now, more than ever, veterans need to speak up and get help, knowing they served their country proudly.
I did my job. I did the best I could with what I was given. It wasn't perfect, but I was in an impossible situation.
And both of the men we spoke to today say that it's really important, if you know a veteran, to reach out, check on them, see if they're doing okay, and at least start to have a conversation with them that can lead to them finding the appropriate help. Reporting live tonight in Denver, Sean Chitnis, covering Colorado First.
Sean, thanks. Now a new effort that would let